and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzMetchi, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it. Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediaco.com today.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Hey! Don't mind me. I'm just jamming real quick. Y'all come on in. Because, baby, I got a real special guest for y'all tonight. And we got to chop it up. Let's go. You're going to need a drink for this one, okay? Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, Lauren. Thank you for tuning in, baby. Cheers. Spiritual warfare. See, they playing my tricks. Man, this shit is so sick. Tell them get on my dick. Stay close to my blick. Y'all know I like to shake a little something before the show. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Happy Thursday to everyone that is tuning in. And of course, I have to shout out all of my amazing listeners that are tuning in from the Chicagoland area, Houston, Jersey, and Philly, okay? If you were feeling what was on my playlist opening up, that was Voodoo by Shy Blizz. So shout out to him. I love a good Blueprint Live throwback, okay? So that's available everywhere that you listen to music. Make sure you get in tune, okay? Now look, y'all know I want to advertise. I want to advertise what you got going on, okay? So you got to make sure that you reach out to me. And you should be following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms at the BP Media Co. And then follow me, your girl, MzMetchi, okay? I'm just, I tell you all every week, but I mean it sincerely from my heart. It's not about me. It is literally about you, okay? Last but not least, we got to go ahead and shout out my radio partners, Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Just so blessed, y'all. So incredibly blessed to have my show on their platform. So you all make sure that you get in tune with them. And then remember that this weekend, okay? This weekend, we have the 3rd annual Fluent Radio Car Show, okay? Proceeds for this Saturday's event are going to go to the RTA group to help combat human trafficking, okay? You all wouldn't believe the amount of things that go on in our city, as well as our neighboring areas and everywhere. Human trafficking is seriously a problem, and Fluent Radio is getting behind the RTA group to raise awareness, okay? So I want y'all to come out, okay? If you got a flashy car, you need to be there. This weekend is very busy, okay? Because my guest that I'm about to bring y'all, she's doing it for the kids, okay? For the children. So we need y'all to go and support the kids. And then we need you to come on over and bring your car, okay? Bring your car and your bike, okay? My amazing sponsors, okay? Shout out to Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusion, okay? After tonight's show, everything will be hyperlinked, okay? So all you got to do is just go click on their pages, subscribe to the YouTube, whatever they've got going on. You want to get in tune with my sponsors because they are literally the reason why I am able to continue to support you guys, okay? That's what it's all about. Now, I know you all are probably wondering what is tonight's topic, and we have to talk about what has been in the news
I'm just gonna put it on the screen because it tickles me so. We're gonna be talking about the Montgomery Brawl. And boy, was it a brawl, okay? We're breaking it all down tonight, okay? And now we have some updates. So I'm actually kind of glad my show was on Thursday. Because baby, last week when I tell you, I don't even think I would have been able to talk to y'all because I was laughing so hard about it. So we getting into it tonight for today's topic, okay? Now, I'm really, really excited to bring on my special guest tonight. You all, if you've been following me, which you should, if you're not, that's okay. We're extending grace tonight. But my special guest tonight, she is one of my newest business sisters that I've met. But her organization, Learning with Carter, when I say that she is literally, she's doing it for the babies. Okay, she's doing it for the babies. I'm excited to bring her on because her mission, like this is the thing, whether if you have kids or not, we should all be for the advancement of education for children. Okay, and this woman, Charlotte Marshall, is certainly someone that is a great representation of that. So without further ado, Charlotte, you ready, girl? You ready? Okay, let me go ahead. Let me bring her on.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on now?
Much. How are you?
Girl, I'm good. I'm just, I'm glad that we finally here because I feel like we have been talking about this and now I finally got you on the show.
Yes, we've been talking for a while.
We have. We have. And I just want to get your information on the screen because I want everyone to be able to follow you and connect with you after tonight's interview. So
Yes, definitely.
yeah, let's jump in. Let's jump in.
Let's
So
go.
I was, letting them know before I brought you on that you are the CEO of Learning with Carter. And,
Yeah,
I know about your mission and what you do, but I do just want to give you an opportunity to let my listeners know a little bit more about Learning with Carter.
definitely. So learning with Carter is my baby. It's named after my 7-year-old son, and my mission is to bridge the gap between um, babies and their parents, like
Mhm.
education across the board.
Yeah,
I'm here to help the children understand the information that they receive in school, help
hmm,
parent be able to assist, when it's at home,
absolutely.
and just be a community educational resource.
Absolutely.
I touch every base of education. Basically, it's definitely my passion.
And you know what? And I want to talk a little bit about that because I know when you and I were talking, you've been in education for quite some time.
Yes. So I started off in daycares.
Okay.
Um, it's been almost 10 years. It should be in September to be 10 years.
Come on now, 10 years.
So I've done everything in daycare from a teacher assistant to a assistant director. I
Okay.
then have my own home center.
Okay.
I did that for almost 3 years. And once COVID hit, it was really hard to maintain. So I
Yeah.
took a step back. I kind of went corporate, but I
Okay.
wasn't fulfilled. And
Yeah.
when I went corporate, I I was going to put education on the back burner, but of course it didn't work.
Right.
And I ended up creating a learning binder. I
Okay.
purchased one for my son, but it didn't give what
It,
it needed.
it wasn't given, Charlotte. It
It
wasn't
wasn't
given.
given. It wasn't
Okay.
given. So I created a binder that encompasses everything.
Okay.
Fine motor, gross motor, your alphabet, your colors, your emotions, which I thought was really big,
Okay.
um, especially in our community, teaching our kids what emotions they have and how to vocalize it and put words to what they feel. Um,
Absolutely.
so I started a couple years ago, and now I have like a 3-inch binder full of interactive pages from your
Okay.
name to sequencing, anything, especially for early education. I'm really
Yeah.
big on giving them what they need because I think if you catch them there, you give them
Hmm.
a planet that
Now,
carries.
I wanted to highlight something that you said as far as with the binders that you had bought before you created your own that it wasn't giving. Can you like just kind of share? Because I have a lot of parents that listen into the show. Can you explain as far as maybe some of the things that you were seeing with some of the other materials that Learning with Carter, with what you created, you were able to kind of fill that gap?
So the first thing I saw, all of the animations in the learner bindings that I saw did not represent our kids. That was first. Um, it was like bare minimum. To me, I thought that whoever created these binders were business minded people and not education minded people.
Yeah.
So I'm actually working on one now. It's not all the way done, but
Okay. Oh, you gonna give us a sneak peek, Charlotte? Let's see. Let's see.
So this is the binder. It is a huge binder.
It's so cute.
Yes. And it's actually like not filled. Like if you can see, these are filled with Velcro pieces that you can put on the pages. So really, you go through. I'm sorry, I got to lift it up.
Yes.
So your name, your birthday.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Color. And then one of the pages that I love so much.
Okay,
it's a real big binder.
Yeah, no, I love that because it's like you can take it anywhere, you know, like they can learn on the go, you know.
You can take the pages out. So for this particular binder, this is for a young lady. So our emotions page. So what happens is the child can take 4 to 6 different faces that anger, happiness, sadness, and they can put it on the binder. And what happens is they have a piece that says sad or happy or angry or frustrated or silly. So this is really big because my son, his emotions are big and I needed him to be able to vocalize them. So that was the biggest things. So yeah, it's definitely my baby. It's a labor of love. And I just love doing it. It's everything to me.
Now, you know, I look, and I have to ask this because what you're, you know, with what you're doing with creating those binders, I know that it's making an impact. Is there like a child that received one of your binders that you can think of that it really, really, it created a big turnaround for them as far as their growth and development?
For sure. So typically the binders are for early education. Maybe 5, 6 tops, depending on where they are developmentally. But I've done a couple of binders for children who had developmental delays. So I've made a binder for a young lady and she's 12. But because of her developmental delays, a lot of the things that's in the binder is the things that she's working on now. And I recently spoke to her mom and she was just like, she's retaining more. And it was just great. I know I can understand the struggle of trying to help your child top of them suffering from, you know, a delay that they can't control.
Exactly.
And for doing it for like 12 years, and then you get the binder and you start to see some progress, that was everything to me.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, and you know, I just, for me, I love, I mean, and you know, I told you this when we first talked. I'm like, I love your mission and just everything. And like you said, it's a labor of love because you can tell like you are thinking about all facets as far as that child in those early stages. And it's so important at that age, right?
Yes, it's so important. If you can teach it to a child before they're 5, like the impact is so much greater. You can give them so much languages and, you know, all before they're a sponge. So it's like everything that you know at 20 and 30, they don't know. So if you pour all of that into them, they just soak it up.
Absolutely.
And it's an amazing thing to witness.
Yeah, even the part as far as just with the emotional aspect, like I can think back. I mean, it's been quite some time, Charlotte, but I can think back to when I was younger. There was not a lot as far as in educational materials that address the emotional aspect of the development, because all of that's happening at the same time as you're teaching them the ABCs and all of that.
They don't understand what they're feeling.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, you see that we didn't touch on it a lot when we were growing up because there's a lot of 30-year-olds who don't know what they're feeling.
They can't verbalize it.
They just you know, so a lot of times it comes comes out as anger because they
Mm-hmm.
don't understand what they're feeling and how to talk about it. So
Right.
I'm really, really big on that because that happens a lot, even in our, you know, in our neighborhoods. On top of you not learning in school, we don't
Mm-hmm.
talk home either. So you
Right.
just
Right.
don't get it.
Yeah.
That was super important. I have a, you know, I'm raising a young Black man. He
Yeah.
needs to be able to talk about somewhere, somehow, about
How
what
he's
he's.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Oh, Charlotte, girl, come on now. Wait a minute. Y'all better give us some snaps, okay? Now, before we jump into talking about your event that's coming up this Saturday, because girl, you know we've been promoting it. We got a raffle winner to
Cool.
announce. I
Yes.
mean, we still got a lot to unpack. I
Yes.
want to know for you, you know, you've been able to cover so much ground with learning with Carter, and you know we've got the event Saturday. What
Mm-hmm.
are some, you know, some other things that you are aspiring for learning with Carter?
So my big dream, learning with
Come
Carter
on
is
now, we manifesting tonight.
yeah, learning with Carter will be
Mhm.
brand, like a family brand. We're gonna
Okay.
have the binder, learning with Carter, the binder. Um, I have decided to start the process to look for another center um,
Okay. Okay.
because I can't get away from it. I don't want to at this point. I stopped fighting it, but I
Okay.
want to for everything from the binder. I tutor now. I want to
Okay.
have daycare, and if let's manifest it. I want to have a school
Okay.
for young adults to help train them in the education field. Um,
Yes.
Something like, you know how they used to have like the little medical school and you could be like a medical assistant after
Yeah.
school, like
Yeah.
that. Because what I realized is I'm so passionate about education. The
Hmm.
problem I run into is not it's not enough of Charlottes, right? So
Yeah.
when I had my home center, I couldn't do the back end and be in front of the kids and do the parent. I needed more me, you know,
Right.
more versions of me. So
Absolutely.
I'm trying to figure it out, but a school where you learn the ins and outs of daycares, even owning your own nanny,
Yeah.
hands on because you have learned kind of the center. You can go get some service hours and
Yeah.
some.
And look, God told me to tell you that he wants some learning with Carter books too. I mean, you know, I mean, I'm just saying. It's giving Charlotte's an author too. So
Ended up giving my son the event bug when he was with me the other day. He's like, "Mom, I want to have this art event." He drew pictures, and so
okay.
look out for that because if you
Okay.
see it,
Look,
mom's
you
gonna
look,
make
you
sure.
you about to take it to the top. Okay, the school year gonna be lit for the kids.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I won't shy away from a book. I won't shy away from it. I
Okay,
will.
because we need to look, we got to take the whole experience. They got to be
Yeah.
learning with Carter through everything, learning with Carter ABCs. I love that. I love it. It's amazing. It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Now, look, we gotta jump into the event now. Because
Okay.
before we announce our raffle winner, you know, they better be tuning in. Okay, get
They
these
better.
tickets. We got 2
Right.
tickets. This is for the Chicago White Sox. But I want to go ahead and talk about we got the second annual back to school bash.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've been promoting it. It's going down, okay, in case y'all
It
don't
is.
know, this Saturday.
It's going down this Saturday, Stony Island Plaza from 12 to 3.
Okay.
Yesterday, me and my very, very good friends packed 200 big bags.
Oh my God.
Yes,
You exceeded your goal though.
yes,
Because the goal was
100.
girl.
And we were over there. We did 200 book bags and had a
Yes.
couple of little supplies left over. We did it.
I
But
love
the
that.
event has shaped up to be amazing. We will have bouncy houses, a game truck,
Okay.
balloon, face painting. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have um,
Okay.
popcorn snow cones. We're gonna have raffles.
Okay.
Uh, it's just gonna music. The
I
DJ's
know.
DJ coming out. It's just gonna be a a time.
Yes, you look like, as they say, what they say, it's a vibe all the time. Okay, the kids is gonna be having them a good time.
Yes, yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited about the partnerships that I've started under this.
Yeah,
The people behind Stony Island Plaza has been so helpful, so
they're
welcome.
amazing.
Yes, they have been super amazing, super accommodating. They really love the ideas and just help me run with it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, with this being the second annual one, you with your bonders, with everything you've been doing, it's been so much work. Before you get ready, we all have that thing when it's time to get ready to do an event. What
Mhm.
was that initial push for you, before you did the first one, where you was just like, look, I got to put this drive together?
I talked about it for so long.
Okay.
Um, so many years. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And to be honest, I started to shape my life around the type of person that I wanted my son to see every day, and I wanted him to aspire to be. I didn't want him to aspire to be somebody who wanted to do something and not do it.
Yeah.
Um, so my first year, I gave away 50 book bags last year. We had the DJ, the food, the bouncy house. It was definitely a labor of love, but when I was there, it
Mm-hmm.
was super stressful. I won't. It was stressful. But
It always is when you're doing big things.
so very stressful. By the end, I'm like, okay, I got it out my system. I do not want to do it again. This is too much. And then last November rolled around, and I was like, I gotta do it again. So
Right. Like, I can't stop now. You couldn't
I can't
stop at
stop
that point. You couldn't stop.
because I got a taste of it. So it's just the want. And something that was really big for me is that because after the first one, I was gonna stop. I'm like, okay, I got it. It was a little much. Let me build. But then
Yeah.
I started a job at CPS, and as a classroom assistant, you just see firsthand these kids. A lot of the kids don't have the supplies to even be successful in class,
Yeah.
and I can't watch that happen without trying to do something about it.
Right.
So watching it, and I had babies who came to school without book bags first week, and it never changed.
Yeah.
So I can't.
You can't
it's
stand by.
I
No.
can't stand back and just let that happen.
Yeah.
And then getting new supplies. I don't know about everybody else, but getting new supplies for me was a thing. I loved it. I still love a new
Me
notebook.
too, girl. I love a good pen and some stationery.
I
I'm
love a
like, can
good
I
pen.
please? I love a good pen. I
Give
need
a
a
little bit.
composition book.
Yes, on it. And if you have a good one, watch it because I'm gonna take it. I
And
am.
because, girl, look, I'm left-handed, so I'm real particular about my pens.
I'm left-handed.
Stop. Please
Yes,
stop.
yes,
Great minds, great minds.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I just wanted to kind of give them some joy, something that was there, something that was new.
Yeah.
It brought me a lot of joy. So hopefully, it'll bring somebody else a lot of joy. So I'm in it. And every year we're gonna get bigger and bigger.
It's going up. It's going
Yeah.
up because I already told you. I was like, look, girl, some of the things, like, because I know what you want to do. It's going to end up being way
Yes.
bigger because it's big right now. Understand?
I didn't expect it. I just wanted a little corner of space to give away maybe 75 book bags
Yeah.
and you know do
Yeah.
my due diligence that I felt like I needed to do. And now when they told me, it's like, yeah, you can have it here and we can do this, and I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do
Look,
it.
I tagged them the other day, Charlotte. I tagged them on the show
Uh-huh.
that you were coming on today. And I was surprised that they replied back. I'm like, usually business of that magnitude. And, if you're from the
Mhm.
Chicagoland area, you all know exactly where it is. I was just so surprised. I said, I'm like, hey, we can't wait either.
Exactly.
It's
And
amazing.
it's funny because last year I wanted to have it there. And I talked myself out of it, like, they won't. They're not gonna email me back. They're not gonna call me back. And when I got the bug this time around, I said, forget it. I'm gonna look up a number,
Yeah,
and I called and I left a message, and I got a call in 15 minutes.
ma'am. Because the event speaks for itself.
I gotta call in 15 minutes, and it's been up since then.
Well, look, you on the show tonight, and before I let you go, I want to give you a moment to put out a call to action, because outside of the raffle that we still got to do,
Yes.
Please let my listeners know how they can donate, even if, because this is the thing. We know some of y'all don't get paid till tomorrow or whatever, and that's fine. But let them know how they can continue to support Learning with Carter and how they can donate even for Saturday.
So for Saturday, you can, Saturday and beyond, you can always, if it's a monetary donation, you can always send it to either my Cash App, which is Learning W Carter.
Okay.
$, Learning W Carter, or Zelle, and that is learningwcarter@gmail.com.
Okay.
If you have supplies,
and I'm typing this in so they can see it.
Yes, thank you. If you have supplies that you want to donate and I can give out on Saturday, I will be around tomorrow picking up or dropping off. And the number that you can contact me with is 872-221-8016. Again, that number is 872-221-8016. And even though the bash is this Saturday, this is something that I do year round.
Okay.
Next year will be bigger. Yeah. And pencils run out.
Yeah.
Pencils run out. So
yeah, I was gonna say I could let them know a few key items that are. I mean, I know. I would say what: paper, pens, pencils,
notebooks, papers, pens, are the basics to go in to even get information and write it down.
Absolutely.
You need notebooks, loose leaf paper, pencils, pens. I didn't see a lot of actual book bags. So all of those donations, I'm really, really big on.
This guy. He said I need a pencil.
I have one. Look.
She said she has some extras.
And it's the good kind. And they're sharper.
That's the one that's not gonna leave a bad eraser marks. So yeah, and y'all don't get them babies no cheap pencils either. Look, hold on, let me look at them.
Exactly.
Let you all know.
Also, another thing, the supplies, I don't play about my supplies. It's Crayola the whole time, the whole way.
Absolutely.
It's the best.
We are not doing all these crayons. No shade to all these.
No shade, but that's not for my babies. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so year round, you can always follow me on Facebook, Instagram, everything.
I got it running on the bottom too. I'm like, in case some people are visual learners.
Yeah. Facebook, anything, any type of donation. Last year, I actually sponsored an 8th grader for her 8th grade, like hair, nails, makeup. Well, not makeup, but hair, dress, shoes for graduation. Okay. So this is a year-long project for me.
Yeah.
And I'm working on setting it up the best way, But just reach out to me. I'm very present. I'm here. We can talk about it, and I can incorporate anything that you guys want to do when it comes to giving back for our kids.
Now, they come to me with questions after the show, so I'm going to ask it on air. Are you open to collaborative efforts with other organizations too?
For sure.
Okay.
The main thing is it's for the kids. It's no ego in this at all.
Absolutely.
The help is always welcome. If we can collab and make it a bigger thing next year, I'm already writing down ideas for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's always time. And it's absolutely no ego in this. If it's anything that I can learn, anything that I can teach, anything that we can collab and do, I'm 100% for it.
You all heard it from her first. Okay. Charlotte, I just, thank you for it, because I know this is the week of the event, so I know it's a very busy time for you. So, yes. Thank you so much for coming up. Look, he acting up in the comments again. Shout out to DJ MH Tutor. Can I be a DJ? Good night. We're gonna take that off of there, but
if I have availability, I got a couple of calls for some DJ. No, let me stop.
Okay, look, you have to get in line, sir. Okay, you have to get in line. Everyone's trying to DJ the event.
I have to hear a little mix of yours to see if it is.
Send a sample, sir. Send a sample. But no, Charlotte, I just want to thank you for taking time out during this week to just come on and talk about the event. I'm going to continue to just promote that, so I'm thankful that you took that time. But before I let you skedaddle on me here,
yes,
let's announce who the winner is for tonight's raffle. You all are going to be getting 2 tickets to the Chicago White Sox game, plus parking.
So our winner is Bianca, the owner of Liddy Photo Booth.
Oh, Liddy Photo Booth. Hold on, I'm typing it in the comments because I want the people to know. Okay, hold on.
Definitely.
Let's get it on the screen.
Liddy Photo Booth, you are the winner of 2 White Sox tickets. Thank you so much for sharing and supporting. Bianca is always 100% a supporter for anything that I do. So definitely reach out to me so we can make sure you get these tickets.
Yes, Bianca, she's gonna need your email address.
Yes. Send that to me as soon as you can.
Yeah, because the game is Sunday.
Yeah, if you didn't know.
Right. Look, they got to pony up and get ready. I told them before I brought you on, Charlotte, I said it's going to be a very busy weekend.
Yes, it's a very busy weekend. It is. But, this is what we asked for.
Absolutely. Well, look, you make sure after the event on Saturday, you go and kick those feet up because, ma'am, I'm telling you in advance, job well done.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And everything done. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Yes, definitely.
You got it. You got it all the way. Well, I just want to thank you again for joining me. And, now make sure you come back, okay? Because I want you to come back. You got to come promote for the 3rd annual, the 4th annual, and so on.
I'm here. Anytime you want me, I'm here.
Absolutely.
I'm always something going on. I'm speaking it.
Look, it sounds like you're gonna be coming back around Thanksgiving. So you just let me know when you're ready, okay? Well, you take care, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you're just tuning in, you need to get the details, okay? You can definitely go and follow Learning with Carter, okay? And make sure that you all go and follow Charlotte too, because she is always posting ways of how you can connect with her as well as help donate, okay? And one thing about her is, for those that follow her already, she also shares events from other educators and people that are doing positive things in the community for the babies too. Remember, y'all, it's about the kids, okay? Like they are literally the future. So we need them to be 100% on point, okay? Get the binders. She got tutoring services. I know y'all heard all of it, okay? I got to go ahead and pay some bills real quick, but I'm going to keep Charlotte's information scrolling here at the bottom for those that are tuning in with me on Facebook and YouTube, because, just in case if you missed the information, I just want y'all to get in tune. That's all I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll be right back. See y'all in a minute.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative, okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. All right, y'all, it's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Okay, welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, if you all missed my special guest for tonight's show, Miss Charlotte Marshall of Learning with Carter, you all will be able to catch the playback after we conclude tonight's show. But make sure that you all are following her. Again, everything for tonight's show is going to be hyperlinked on the Blueprint Media Company's Facebook page, as well as our YouTube. Okay, so anybody that's on there, make sure you're following them. Make sure you are subbing them. Okay, if you are on YouTube. Let's get it. Okay. Let me get into my hate it and love it. And I don't want to start it off. I promise y'all, I'm not gonna cry because we've had a lot of weeks where we have cried on the show. But yesterday, my family, we lost my Uncle Jeff. We lost another branch to our family tree, and man, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm so happy that Charlotte came on with me, and I've been very excited to promote her event. And to be honest, if I did not have my guest that I had tonight, I was probably gonna be somewhere hiding, y'all, because it has been quite an emotional time since yesterday. Everything was very sudden, and I got the call yesterday morning. And by the time I got home after visiting with my family and visiting my uncle, he had transitioned and passed on. And whew, I tell you what, that's the hate of it. The hate of it is the fact that life is so short, and it's very unpredictable, very unpredictable. You could not have told me that yesterday that was how things were going to turn out. So I ask that all of my listeners, that you all keep myself and my family in your prayers. I ask that you all keep my Auntie Tracy, who is one of out of all of my family. And this ain't no shade to them, but it's just, hey, you got to give people their flowers. My auntie has been my biggest supporter through everything, even while she has been a caregiver for my uncle and so many other things. She's tipped off so many different hats. If you all could keep her uplifted in prayer during this time. My mother had her 3 siblings. We have Auntie Tracy, and we had Uncle Jeff, and we had our Uncle Ricky. And y'all, if you all know, and if you've been following me, as far as with my mom's side, my mother is gone, my grandmother is gone, my 2 uncles now. And my Auntie Tracy is who I have left of my mother's immediate family. And I ask that you all keep her lifted at this time, because this is a very unique position to be in from her predicament. And I recognize that. A lot of people, they recognize that she's the last one left. So, while I know that I'm sad and I'm feeling different things, I ask that while you all keep me in your prayers, please say an extra prayer for her in the road ahead. I shared with her yesterday, because we have to keep each other lifted up, that in this season, after you've experienced so much loss, that it's very, very easy to group your grief together and to allow all of the things that have happened so far to just kind of add on to where you're at right now. And she is a no limit soldier out here. And for those that know my auntie, she is so strong. She's such a strong little lady, because y'all know Auntie Tracy about this tall, but she is so strong. So that's the hate of it. The hate of it is that we have lost another family member. It's, for me, it's been going on for both sides. It's been my family, both my mother and my father's side, as well as even just with my husband, we've had to deal with some different challenges. So I ask that you all keep us lifted, okay? Because the hate of it, it's never easy to lose anyone. And our family tree, boy, is it missing a branch today. So I ask that you all keep us lifted. Now, let me move to my second hated it. And now we're going to get off the emotional, because see, y'all know MzMetchi, she will cry quick. So I ain't going to do it tonight. But I got something I got to share with you all. Now, for those that have been following me for a while, or even if you just got in tune with me this year, you know that I have been marketing my Summer on the Court event series. And I debated. I literally was telling my husband, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to mention this on the show. I don't know if I'm going to talk about what happened because it was just so completely bizarre and crazy. But I've decided that I don't have any NDAs or anything on me that says that I can't talk about it. So let's have a conversation. Now, let me give you all the lowdown. We have had 3 successful events out of the 6 that have been scheduled. Okay. We've had 3. The first 2 were off the chain. Shout out to DJ MzMetchi who was on. He actually kicked off the Summer on the Court as far as on the entertainment side. Some of my other guests that you all have seen, Butterfly Touch, she was there. Khadijah, shout out to Khadijah Jones. We did our thing. The second time we had a band. It was absolutely amazing. The tenants loved it. The public loved it. CPD was out there with us. We had a great time. Okay. But naturally with the event, it includes amplified music. Long story short. Okay. There was a tenant that used to be at my building and he moved to the building that I partnered with for the event. And upon him receiving a reminder that the event was going to be going on this Tuesday that just passed, he made a very, very big stinker. He made a very big stinker about everything and escalated it so high up, okay, that essentially the entertainment portion of my festival was cut out. Okay, it was cut out. All because of the amplified sound. And if you miserable, just say that. If you are miserable, just say that you are miserable. That guy single-handedly within less than 12 hours had dismantled over 6 months of work. Okay, because understand, to plan a festival and to have all of those different components, all of those different people, and to get everyone on the same page for the same dates. And we have been talking about this and RSVPing for months. And for him to sit his miserable self in his office and chip away at his keyboard to completely dismantle everything that we had put together, myself and my event partner. The hated it for this week is miserable ass people. Okay. If you are miserable, stay away from me. Stay away from anything that is attached to me. Because what is the problem? Okay. When I tell you all that earlier this week, I was pissed off. I was pissed off because let me tell you something that a miserable person will do. A miserable person will dismantle everything around them because they are that miserable and they have nothing else to lose. And that's exactly what this guy did. And it was super unfortunate. So we are going to pray for the miserable and the weary in this season, but it's still a hated it. Okay. The love it definitely has to be the fact that even though he did mess up the last one, he messed up the last one. He did, because my vendors that were there, they did not want to be a part of it unless there was an entertainment factor. And when you think about the word festival, you think entertainment. Okay. So although he really messed up the last one that just happened this week, we still had a lot of success with the first 2. Okay. So again, shout out to all of my partners that did work with me. Shout out to, even our entertainment that was cut. It was a very unfortunate situation. But Summer on the Court was still a success in my eyes because for me, it was my first time planning something of that magnitude. So a win is a win. And that's just where it's at. So cheers to Summer on the Court. Cheers to the summertime. Even though this year has dealt its shares of highs and lows, it has still been a good time. And even when things fall apart, we have to be thankful for the times that they were together. Okay. But I was angry as hell earlier this week. I have to be completely honest. I was so angry about the fact that the event, that I had to, when I tell y'all we were out there on Tuesday, it was silence. Not a word. Okay. I'm yelling over to people like, AI. All because of miserable people. Okay. But we got to count our wins. Okay. Now, another love it. Do I even have another love it? Last week I talked to you all about having like genuine friends. Okay. But I can say that my love it this week is the fact that I have been blessed to have genuine friends who are also genuine business partners. Let me tell y'all, because I can't call everybody out, because then other people will they might get a little jelly. But I will say this, because I literally was talking to one of my friends today, and I said, I should have probably said this. I should have probably said, ain't nobody messing with my clique. But, I felt like we were in a real deep conversation, so I didn't want to go that route. But I have really, really solid friends, and we can do business. I have tried to do everything that I could within these last couple of years of business to align myself with not just the talkers, but the people who are doers. Okay. So my love it this week is for the people that when they say that they're going to do something, they execute. Okay. Because I think that no matter even if you're in business or not, you will run into so many people that this is all they're doing is running their mouth. And there's no action. And I think that the love it for me this week is that myself and everyone that I'm affiliated with, let's just say we're about that action. And you better get in tune while you can. And I say that as we're not using the word humble anymore, as respectfully as possible. My love for me is just the fact that it's like, you know what? When you the bomb, you could pop your ish a little bit. You could pop it. I used to feel bad about it. I used to be like, no, maybe I don't want to be doing too much. Now I do the most. Okay. Do the most in this season. Align yourself with people that are not just talking about it, but they're actually doing it. They're not just talking the talk, but they are also walking the walk. Okay. It is important to have those people around you. And I'm so thankful, because even with all the stuff that's going on, even with all the highs and lows that come with life on a day-to-day basis, these people are solid individuals. Absolutely. So shout out to y'all. Boo. But guess what time it is? It's time to pay some bills. So when I come back, okay, y'all, look, what would you do? What would you do is very short and to the point. And it may start a little bit of a male versus female type of war tonight. But really, I mean, we're talking about the Montgomery Brawl as the topic. So I think you all know the energy that I'm coming with today. Okay. We're going to get into it after we take this break. I'll be right back.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do, where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Now, look, let's go ahead. We done paid some bills. Okay. Let me remind you all in case you forgot. Okay. This Saturday, along with the second annual Back to School Bash that's being hosted by Learning with Carter, we also have the third annual Fluent Radio car and bike show that's going on. Okay. So make sure that you all, if you haven't already, clear your schedules because you're going to want to be present at both events. Okay. But for tonight, let's go ahead and get into this. What would you do? So I'm going to go ahead and take a sip real quick. All right. My husband posted a photo of himself on social media. A female he used to mess with commented on it. This is not new, as she comments and or reacts to every post that he posts of only him. The same female was an issue previously in our relationship, as he would say things to her such as "What you doing, sexy," and proclaim that he would proclaim that that's something that he would say to anyone. In reaction to the latest comment on the post, I told him I feel that she's being disrespectful. In turn, he deleted me from social media and said I was insecure. He doesn't feel any wrongdoing has been done on his part and that I have gotten upset for no reason. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Shoot. Girl, your husband deleted you off his social media? I see you all out there coming in. Tonight's What Would You Do is simple yet complex at the same time. Her husband has a young lady who he used to deal with that makes inappropriate comments on his pictures. When the wife brought it to his attention, instead of him checking the young lady or deleting the comments or, stopping interactions, he deleted his wife off his social media and told her that she was doing too much and that she was insecure. And she wants to know that if we were in her shoes, what would we do? Now, look, I typically don't let social media get in the way because I'm like, we are living in real time. I'm a real person. I'm in a real relationship. So I try not to let social media dictate a lot of things. However, you have to, it is up to your spouse to check things at the door. Because this is the thing. That young lady knows exactly what she's doing, commenting on your husband's pictures. Like, my whole thing is like, look, if you don't like him or if it's not anything like that, then comment on the pictures when he posts me too. Be a BI. Okay? It's so funny. I haven't had to, Anthony and I have been together for forever and a day. However, I can remember that there was, when we first got together, there was a young lady that was an ex. She was mad. She was so mad. Because you know what? Look, this is the thing. Y'all know, y'all done seen this MzMetchi before, baby. I'm full on in my glory. I am a plus size voluptuous woman. And this, when he finally did post me, and mind you, this was 12 years ago. Oh my goodness, y'all. His ex got on there and clowned on Facebook. Like, she clowned, y'all. I wish my girlfriend Kim was sitting there right now because Kimberly. I'm screaming because my sis knows, baby. She knows. Lauren said, me and hubby have problems. I'm too sensitive. Checkmate. Yes, that's absolutely too much. And Bianca, I'm so sorry I missed you, but Bianca, you were our winner tonight. I didn't even see that. And the fact that Kim was actually tuned in when I'm telling this story. So I can't even talk. Needless to say, Anthony's ex, she got on there and clown, baby. She called me everything but a child of God. And it all had to, she had to like talk about my weight or whatever the case is. And, I was at that time, because mind you, I was 23 years old. So I wasn't the MzMetchi that I am now. I was not. Whatever. So needless to say, back then I was like almost tempted to I'm finna get into it with this girl. Cause I'm like, you're calling me fat. And baby, I know that. Tell me something I don't know. But I'm like, you look like a horse, So, but I didn't do that. MzMetchi did not take that particular route. However, I wanted to. But naturally, I went to Anthony, he was my boyfriend at the time, and I'm just like, hey, shorty tripping, da 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 da. You need to stop this. You need to get this together. And he's not even on social media like that. He's not. And I mean, that's still the same from back in the day. But yeah, she definitely got on there and was like talking tall stuff. But it was up to him to check her. And he did. And I'm just like this. And now, I'm like, look, I can't tell you who to be friends with or who not to be friends with. But it's like, if I'm going to be your old lady, you're going to have to get it in check. Okay. Because even now, there are men. There's like a guy that I know. He actually used to like date one of my friends from college, and y'all, he commented some of the most ludicrous stuff on one of my before and afters. And I'll give you this information, talking about something nasty to do with breastises, okay? And I immediately like deleted it because, for one, it's like I don't want this filth on my page. Okay. But second off, it's just like, what is up with you making comments like that? You know what I'm saying? Because then he tried to do it again after I deleted it. He tried to put it back on there because I guess he recognized I deleted it. So then I'm just like this. Now I'm going to cuss your ass out. Because at that particular point, you're doing too much. It is up to your significant other to check the other person. That is their page. They need to be checking them. Okay. Let's see. Kimberly, she said, I cannot, ma'am. She said we was ready to pounce. Baby, when I tell you, like a tiger, okay? Like a tiger. Lauren said, I agree with him checking her. I agree. I think that's the best way. Kim said men are so weird sometimes. First off, that's a comment in itself. I pinned that. Somebody pinned that comment. Somebody pinned that comment. Yes, they're weird. To call her insecure, like, my whole thing is, this is not just some little, this is not some like little trollop or something like that. This is your whole wife. Okay. And for me, I tell you all the time, although my name is Demetria, there are 3 D's that I do not deal with. Okay. Dishonesty, disrespect, and disloyalty. Those are the 3 things for me that it's like, once you hit that trigger. Oh, and then let's throw in a 4th one just for giggles, being disregarded. Them the 4 things that if you lean on that or do any of that to me, you're going to see a different side to me. You're not going to like what you see. So for him to sit up to completely disregard her feelings about the fact that this lady is in fact being inappropriate and you're supposed to be my man. Baby, if I was in your shoes, I would be not raising canes, but raising hell. Because you're going to delete me? Why do you need to delete me? I have questions. Like, this is the thing. I don't know if some of these people are afraid to have conversations within their relationship. But as for me, nothing is off the table. I wish that when that situation happened to me 12 years ago, that if Anthony would have deleted me off of Facebook, baby. And not even that social media is supposed to have that type of hold on anyone. But at the end of the day, it's just like this. If you're going to be my man and I'm your woman, you're my husband, I'm your wife, you're going to acknowledge me in all spaces. Okay. Period. I may not post my husband like that all the time, but y'all know he's there. I'm going to wear my ring. I'm going to, I'll post, we'll post from time to time when we feel like it. Cause I'm like, we be in each other's face for real. I don't need to post him for y'all, but I wouldn't exclude him from social media because I'm like, you're a part of my real life. That makes no sense that we're married and I could let you, we're bumping genitals. We're doing what we got to do as far as that's concerned, but you don't want to. She said, can you recap the story? Girl, it's real quick. So I'll actually read it over for y'all again. My husband posted a photo of himself on social media. A female he used to mess with commented on it. This is not new, as she comments and reacts to every post that he posts of only him. The same female was an issue previously in our relationship, as he would say things to her such as, what you doing, sexy, and proclaim that that's something that he would say to anyone. In reaction to the latest comment on the post, I told him I feel she's being disrespectful. In turn, he deleted me from social media and said that I was insecure. He doesn't feel any wrong has been done and that I have gotten upset for no reason. Okay. She said, clap it up to the 4Ds. Disrespect, dishonesty, disloyalty, and disregard. My name is Demetria, and those are the 4Ds that I don't deal with. Okay? I'm not dealing with it. You can get somebody else to do it. You can talk to the girl that's commenting on the thing. Lauren said it's the respect thing. For me, I don't understand why you wouldn't want to be friends with your partner. Like, I mean, look, with what I shared with you all, just with the hate it and love it, life is short. Okay. I saw it play out yesterday so quickly in real time in the loss of one of my family members. And I would like to think that as a spouse, that if you deleted your partner, your lifetime partner, and something happened to them, you can't even go and make their damn page a memoriam page because you done deleted your spouse because you wanted to appease your side chick on Facebook. Because let's be honest, what you doing, sexy? They're doing it. They're doing it. I would have a problem with my husband, period. Kim said, sounds like my son's dad. Girl, now he's representing all 4Ds. Oh, chat. Kim said the husband is a mess and this sounds like a bigger issue, so I hope the wifey is taking notes on his behavior. Absolutely. Take the notes, sis. Depending on what state you're in, check the laws. And you hate to say it, but my whole thing is, who wants to be with a disrespectful spouse that they would disregard you for another? It's like, baby, at least if you're going to cheat, tell your side chick that if she going to comment, pipe it down. I'm going to say this, and I don't want to sound inappropriate, but I don't give a damn, actually. I do miss the days where side chicks and the girls that were giving like city girl energy were just quietly in a corner. Go be a side chick somewhere else. Shut up. You're too loud. You're too loud. I don't condone any of that. However, it's just like, if that's how you choose to move and you choose to be grimy, at least be quiet. Okay? Have some discretion. I personally think that with this situation, the fact that the husband got his wife off the page so quickly, I don't think that she's off key as far as this is concerned. Because my whole thing is, look, you all know the field that I'm in is very much so male dominated. But these particular guys, I'm like this. I'm like, you ain't touched me. I ain't touched you. You are my friend. So I will comment on their stuff. But I'm not going to just comment on pictures of just him by himself. If he's got a family, if these are my friends, and this is somebody that I know that they are involved, you comment on everything. Birthdays, anniversaries, okay? Everything. Like, because it's like, why wouldn't you? There's nothing going on. The fact that he removed her so quickly, there was something going on. Let's be real. Let's be real. The side girls need to get back to the side. Lauren said, I smell a divorce on the horizon. Yes, I smell an affair. How about you? Do you guys smell it? Oh. Lauren said the husband likes what she's doing, though. And see, my problem with that is that, Lauren, you're absolutely correct. The husband is thoroughly enjoying what this young lady is doing. The problem with it is that he's enjoying it at the expense of it literally being embarrassing and humiliating to his wife. That's the problem. That's the problem. Kim, what did she say? She said, same, hush, sideline. Word to Monica. Girl, yeah. Hush the sidelines down. Lauren, that part. There's something going on with those two. Yeah. He was too quick to remove his wife. Like he was trying to prove something to somebody. Baby, let me tell you. Couldn't be my man. Couldn't be my man. Because it's like, that's what you gonna do? Publicly? It's one thing. I mean, my whole thing is just like, Lord Jesus, if you gonna embarrass me, can you at least do it privately? where I can just sulk in my own sadness by myself and not in front of my peers, family, and coworkers. Okay. Because I will have a select few people that I work with. I rock with them. But, you know, you're not supposed to embarrass your spouse, whether if it's in person at a restaurant or if it's online. You're not supposed to embarrass your spouse. You shouldn't be embarrassing your significant other, but your spouse, definitely not so. It's giving ridiculous. It's giving it's a problem. And Lauren said, of course there is. There's something going on. That man is trying to appease his side chick. Somebody that he used to mess with. I think she should update the rhetoric to that he's probably still messing with. And I don't think she's insecure, just for the record. It comes down to, like Lauren said, respect. It is a respect factor. You treat people how you want to be treated. Now, if he was on her page and some dude is talking about, man, that ass is fat, those titties are tittying. I don't mean to be explicit, but I'm being for real because, you know, and we all know guys are a little bit more explicit. It's no way that would be happening to him as her, her husband, that he wouldn't feel some type of way. Sometimes you have to. She said, "What would you do? What would MzMetchi do?" Sometimes you got to show them a little bit better than you can tell them. Now, I'm not saying post a thirst trap or anything, but you know, I'm going to assume that you're a pretty girl. So I would say in this particular situation, you know, let him know in your own way, respectfully, because you got to respect yourself first and respect your marriage. Because even though her husband is not being respectful to his marriage, does not mean that she gets a free pass to do that. We're only responsible for our actions and inactions. I tell people that all the time. Hey, I've made mistakes. We all got chapters that we don't like to read out loud. But at the end of the day, own your stuff. Okay? You got to own it. You got to own it because it's yours. But I would give him a little bit of a taste of his own medicine at that point. That's all I'm saying. Let me get into these comments. Kim, he's showing out for old girl for sure. Once the streets hear about it, it's a wrap. Don't embarrass your spouse. Yeah, like my whole thing is anytime if you have something where that is screenshotable, you have a problem. There's a problem on the horizon. You got to get it together immediately. And then it's online. And if you go and look to see if you anything like me, sometimes I have time where I'm just like this. I'm seeing some drama brewing. I'm about to look and see what I could find. I'm guilty. I am. And I would go and look and be like, oh, they're not even friends anymore. And that's how it gets started. That's the embarrassment part. Lauren said it would be a waiting to exhale moment in my backyard. Your clothes will be lit up. Oh, Lauren, damn, let me take off this violence off my thing. How about you gonna burn the clothes up? Now look, I told y'all tonight what would you do was kind of subtle, but still a little bit off the chain. As for me, what I would do if I was her, to wrap it on up for tonight's segment, I would throw on my America's Best. Sunday's best. I would throw on my best. I would put my stuff on. And I mean, you wouldn't be able to get me to not pop out. Like I'm going to pop out. I'm going to do all that other stuff. You know, those cute little selfies that I want to take when I'm at work. I'm going to post. I'm going to do my thing. You know, not even on retaliatory type of situation, but just do something for you. Worry about your social media. Okay. Because clearly he's not worried about it. He worried about what his side chick is doing. Okay. So if you ain't going to leave right now, go find you some business. But if you're going to leave, you absolutely have, you know, don't just leave because of Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok. Okay. Social media can't be the basics, but there needs to be a reestablishment of boundaries. So there has to be a conversation. You got to let them know where you got you bent, where you got you messed up. But you also have to correct the behavior, because if you allow it to go on, it will only intensify. And with you not being his friend or whatever the case is, baby, he gonna go buck wild in the streets. He already tapping on all 4 of the D's that we don't deal with. Embarrassing. And Lauren said she would light his stuff up. His clothes will be on fire. And baby, I ain't mad at you. I got to take a really quick break, but when I come back, we're going to get into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. So I'll be right back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. So let's go ahead, if we can, let's hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, which is a lot going on in the streets. Let me get in these comments and see what y'all talking about. Kim, she clapping her hands. What you clapping for, Kim? What we clapping for? What we clapping for? Let's go ahead and get into the first story for tonight. So hold on, y'all, because y'all know I'll be trying to get my notes together for y'all. Okay. So I know that you all heard the sentencing for Tory Lanez and the fact that he got 10 years, baby, in relation to the shooting that happened with Megan Thee Stallion, okay, on that All Ye Faithful summer night, okay? Baby, the people are in an uproar because this man got sentenced. And what I need you all to understand is that it was always Tory Lanez against the state of California. It was. Y'all can't get mad at Megan and them because she had to report what was going on. And even with all the substantial evidence, these fools is still like, no, he didn't do it. Free him. Free Tory Lanez. Free that man. When there's been astounding evidence that has proven otherwise. You all have to stop this. It's becoming complete and utter madness. Okay. Now, moving forward. Now, y'all know we love some Meghan Markle over here at the Blueprint Live. And baby, on her birthday, the royal family didn't say a word. They were silent. You know, she's in a hard position. Them people don't like her. They don't like her at all, y'all. Them people do not like Meghan Markle. They don't consider her as like part of one. I'm like, y'all not gonna wish the royal duchess. Y'all not gonna wish her a happy birthday. Get it together. Lauren, you said jail them up. We jailing Tory up. We jailing Tory Lanez up. I'm in agreement with that, sis. It's getting ridiculous. He did a little bit too much. And he has to pay. Now, you know, the 10 years is, we all know that it's definitely, it's aggressive, but I think that the actual act itself was aggressive enough too. So, hey, you do the crime, you do the time. You all know the word here. Now, moving along, this story is something that has, oh my gosh, it's just, I can't say it's been irritating, but it's just been more so like, why are we still going through this? Leah Remini, if you all remember her, she was on television. She was planning to call in Tom Cruise as a witness in her psychological torture lawsuit against the Church of Scientology. Okay. If you all aren't familiar, she has done a documentary related to her experience with the religion of Scientology, the Church of Scientology. And now she's trying to call Tom Cruise, who is like the biggest advocate for the Church of Scientology. I'm like, baby, you calling bad witnesses. This is not a good move. Y'all, I mean, and this is the thing, even in her initial documentary that she did, she talked about how deep Tom Cruise was into it. So I don't understand how she feels like that he's going to be a good witness or an ally for her in this psychological torture lawsuit. The people don't understand it, but we're doing the best that we can. Okay. Lauren, she said they feel like Meghan is messing up the royal bloodline. Oh yeah, they feel like that she tainted it the moment that she got into the royal family. Let's keep that honest. I mean, I think we can all tell that. Okay. Moving along, y'all. If you're on social media, I know that you all saw the video of when Cardi B threw the microphone at the young lady that had thrown a beverage on her while she was on stage. Y'all, why did that microphone that was thrown sell for $99,000? $99,900. Why do y'all play so much? I need to know who really wanted to pay almost six figures for the microphone that she threw. Oh my gosh. And here I am. I'm just over here I'm like, if Drake touched a microphone and I could get it, I would pay $100. I mean, you would never see me paying $100,000 for something for a microphone. For the microphone, I'm like, is this going to be put into some type of like hip hop museum, or what are we talking about? eBay, how did you get your hands on the microphone that Cardi B threw at that moment? I have questions that need real answers. It's too much. It's just too much. Moving along. So look, y'all, I don't know what it is, but let me tell you, I need Sierra to send me some baby dust. Send it on over, girl. Send it. Can you send it? Can you send some baby dust? Because Sierra just announced that she was pregnant. She's pregnant with her fourth child, but her third child that she's expecting with her husband. And baby, I love to see a good being fruitful and multiply. I love it to infinity and beyond, honey. Infinity. And she just made the announcement, and y'all, Sierra is just, I don't know about y'all. She that woman is glowing every time that she gets pregnant. And I'm just like, man, it seemed like every time Future dissed Russell Wilson, he like, boom, another one. It's giving bombs over Baghdad, baby. He dropping it. Lauren, she said, I ain't mad at the person who sold it. Yeah, you talking about that $100,000 microphone? Insane. This is the thing. I'm mad at the person that bought it, because what's the problem? Now, untimely passing. Okay. DJ Casper. Okay. He is a Chicago legend. Okay. Now he made the cha-cha slide. Everybody in my life that I know has done the cha-cha slide. Okay. He passed away. This week. So, definitely sending condolences to his family. It's just, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, Lord, you calling our soldiers home. What is going on? But DJ Casper is certainly legendary here in the Chicagoland area and worldwide, because everybody does the cha-cha slide. Everyone. He is the originator. that is his lane. And our condolences definitely go out to DJ Casper's family. Okay, moving along. In news that we did not 100% need, but I suppose he wanted to share with us. Wayne Brady came out as pansexual this week. And I said what I was going to do while I was on air with you all is define that, because I was just like, it's so many different things, like so many different things to keep up with. So for those that are wondering, pansexuality is a sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people of all genders or regardless of their sex or gender identity. Okay. Pansexual people might refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determining factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others. That is pansexuality. So Wayne Brady wanted to let the world know that he is now pansexual. So he said, he's doing this for him. He said, I'm doing this for me. He wanted to let the world know. I'll tell you guys another thing that I miss. I miss when everyone used to just kind of keep who they wanted to share their bodies with. They used to keep it amongst themselves and the person that they were sharing their bodies with. Yeah. I'm tired of hearing about it. For me, I'm not like I'm not online like, hey, I just wanted to remind you guys. I'm straight. Love who you love. We're going to love you regardless, because at the end of the day, Wayne Brady, he's a pioneer in his own right. Okay? So he can do whoever and whenever, however he wants to. Okay? Yes. Now, last but not least, if you all are fans of Real Housewives of Potomac, you all probably heard about the lawsuit that was pending for Juan Dixon, who is Robin Dixon's husband. Okay, about the sexual harassment and things that was going on at the university that he coaches at. They did end up dropping that case. It was dismissed. It was dismissed. What's up, Auntie Tracy? I was just shouting you out earlier. Hey, girl. How you doing, honey? Yeah. I know I look a little bit different from when you saw me yesterday. I hope you like. So, yeah, Juan Dixon, all of that got dismissed. So, I guess we're going to find out more about it on the show once they come back. Okay. Hey. So look, I want to, thank you all for just chiming in on tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, because as you know, baby, it's always a lot going on out here in these streets. Now, I'm going to take a quick break, but when I come back, y'all, we got to jump into it. We got to jump into the Montgomery Brawl, okay? I'll be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the...
And now, introducing one of the newest BossFluent creations, Lady. Lady is a women's fragrance that will leave men mesmerized and have you feeling beyond amazing. Its sweet and soft aroma will bring out your inner divine feminine and keep him wanting more, over and over again. Lady, a BossFluent product coming soon. Make sure you check out our fragrances and much more online at www.bossfluentent.com. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Let's go ahead and hop into tonight's topic. Okay, you all know how we coming. So let's go ahead and jump in now. Tonight, y'all know I told y'all what we was talking about. I told y'all, and I'm ready to go ahead. We're gonna jump right in. Let's jump into the Montgomery Brawl. Okay, the Montgomery Brawl, the fight that was heard all over. Thank you, Auntie. I appreciate you. I love you, girl. I love you. The Montgomery Brawl was off the chain. Okay. I initially saw the first video. Well, the first video that really got to circulating, where they jumped the black security guard, and the worker that was trying to get them to move their pontoon boat. They like, hey, we got to park the Harriet. We got to park it. And so I came in on that part, and I didn't have any context. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, this mob of white folks is hopping. They didn't jump this man. What is going on? Like, what is going on? Baby, when he threw that hat up and assembled the Black Avengers, and they all started coming in from different directions to assist and aid him in whooping their ass. I got my life. I got my entire life, y'all. I had never laughed so hard. And I know, some people are like, it was so violent. Why are you laughing at that? Blah, 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 blah. Because, baby, when you F around, you do end up finding out. Okay. You cannot go around and put your hands on folks. And this is the thing. Sometimes I feel like we are blessed and cursed with these cell phones, right? But what these cell phones have been able to uncover is a lot of the things that we've heard about over the years, the things that our grandparents and aunts and uncles and people tell us about, but we, never had firsthand experience or a firsthand view of what was going on. You only hear about it after it's been resolved. But baby, they caught every single angle of that altercation, that brawl, because that wasn't even just a fight. Some people, they like, oh, the fight down in it was a brawl. Okay. I hate the fact that we record everything, but in this instance, it was so needed. And, I love the fact, because of course I kept up with the story this week. And I love the fact that those thugs, because let's call them what they are. They were drunk thugs, drunken on the boat thugs. Yeah, I said it. Get mad if you want to. Who cares? Get somebody else to care. But they did too much. And what they thought that guy was by himself and that no one was going to come to his defense. But once he threw up the 5950 hat, okay, it was on and popping at that point. And rightfully so. You can't go around and be hitting on people. This man, at first I thought everybody was like, how old? This was an older man. And I'm like, oh, no. And then I saw another point of view of the man, and he was an older Black gentleman, and he certainly didn't deserve to be pounced on like he was a piece of meat out in the jungle. Okay, they found out, and my whole thing is I want to give a special salute to the ladies, because the women was really the ones, they was up in there handling business too. For anyone, if you see a Black person skipping up to you, pulling up their pants, you might want to get out the way. You might want to get out the way before you become a part of the problem. Okay. As for me, I'm Black, and even if I see another Black dude and he's skipping up like he real happy, like he finna get up in some arse that day, I'm finna get out the way. Because baby, you can't come to me. They thought that man was by himself, and they got everything that they deserved. I stand by that. And if y'all wanna cancel MzMetchi as a result of it, so unfortunate. I so don't care though. They were wrong. They were wrong. And even if it was another group, and everybody was the same race, okay, first off, they wouldn't have did that. They wouldn't have treated him like that. They would have been like, brother, look, hey, let's move this boat. I need your help. I'm lit. Because let's be honest, if you go into the boat and you ain't drinking and having you a little cocktail, a little something out there, because some people do a few different other things that I'm not into, but they do it. They might have just needed some help. But to jump him like how they did, I mean, they literally pounced on him like wild animals. They deserved everything that they got. It was the guy with the chair for me though. Baby, when I tell you, no matter what angle they have showed that man hitting them with that chair, it has been absolutely hilarious. And I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I know. I'm aware. And I still like it. I still like it, and I still stand with it. Don't mess with people and they won't mess with you. Keep your hands to yourself, your feet, your elbows, everything. Keep your knuckles, keep all of that stuff to yourself, and then you don't have to worry about that. They mollywop them out there, y'all. They mollywop them. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to find like a really good video and repost it because I want you all to see it. I want you all to see it in case you haven't already. But I won't continue to beat y'all over the head with the Montgomery Brawl, but just know, okay, the details are going to continue to keep coming out, the angles and the different videos, because there were a lot of people outside, okay, a lot of people outside. And you just got to know that you cannot do things like that to people and expect for good to still come your way. You can't do it. You can't do it. And for those that have been tuning in with me, make sure that you drop in your business in the comments. Okay, drop it in the comments. I want to connect with you. Okay, but right now I'm going to go ahead. Let's take a quick break before we close out with tonight's quote of the night. And I really want, although this quote of the night for tonight is going to be a little bit quick, I really do want you all to take it all in. But for now, let's go ahead. Let's pay some bills and shout out to one of my newest promotional partners. Okay, shout out to them. Let me just let y'all know a little bit about what they're about. Be right back.
Introducing the Roach Motel Ashtray, the greatest ashtray in the world. It's the ashtray of every smoker's dream. And the reason why is because it has a storage compartment with a lid on it, so you can keep all of your stuff away from the ashes. It's luxurious. It'll change your life. That's right, the Roach Motel Ashtray. And you can get it at www.roachmotelstore.com. Log on now and get yours today.
Hey y'all, it's your girl MzMetchi checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Blueprint Live. Let's go ahead and jump really quickly into tonight's quote of the night. I shared with you all what my family and I experienced yesterday. We're losing my dear Uncle Jeff, and it has been, Lord, it's been emotional. It's been an emotional time. And the last part for putting together the show tonight was, of course, to find what was the quote. And I feel like that today, that this quote found me. And I really wanted to share it with you all. So it's short. So listen, because you might miss it because it's so quick. And you all have heard this before. So this is not brand new. But if God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. Okay, I'll repeat it again. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. I was speaking with my Auntie Tracy, which I told you all, I want you all to pray for our family, but say a special prayer for her, because I know that she is in a unique predicament that we're not unless you know that position, you do not know how to navigate in it. But we were speaking earlier about the fact that no way that we would have been able to see what was coming yesterday. We had no way, no idea. But as difficult as that, as it is, because I can't even say as it has been, as it's been, because this isn't the first rodeo. This isn't the first loss that we've suffered. That's been so near and dear to us when it comes to my mom's side. If God brings us to it, he's going to bring us through it. And it is very hard when you are going through your storm, you're going through your trials and tribulations, and you're trying to figure it out and sort it out, and you are working through your emotions. It's very hard to feel like, how am I going to get through this? But I think that we have to remember at that time, and it doesn't even matter, some people serve different things, whether it's Buddha. As for us over here at the Blueprint Live, we're going to talk about God tonight, because God is the one that's doing it for us over here. Y'all come and join us. But he's going to get us through these times. He's going to wrap his loving arms around us and comfort us. And I would say, for my listeners, if you're tuning in tonight and you've had some type of loss, it could be a loss of a family member, a significant other, a child, a job, whatever it is that has sustained you, that has kept you going, that has been a part of your life. If you have experienced some type of loss, if you were in the midst of your storm and you feel like, oh my goodness, Lord, where are you? I would encourage you to read the Footprints poem. I often refer to it when I am in times of trial and tribulation. Okay. That when I feel like that I'm the most alone, those are often the times where God is covering me the most. And I just wanted to extend that to you all, because like I said, I feel like that tonight that quote found me, because I found it very difficult this morning. I mean, my husband knows, he was here with me this morning. I had a whole meltdown because I was just thinking about everything. It was funny. I told my auntie not to group her grief. And then there I was this morning, and I was having a group thing, and I had to check myself. I'm just like, hey, you are literally combining this with other grief and you're rolling it all up into a big old grief snowball. Okay. Yeah. I get it. So Auntie Tracy, she said, no, I did. Thank you so much for this. It means a lot. Absolutely. Auntie Tracy, you are on my mind and on my heart at this time, because it's a very unique position. She says, say that your mom's favorite poem. Yeah. When we often feel like that God is not around us, he is still carrying us. And with the Footprints poem, the premise of it is that, if you're feeling like you're in a hard time and you're only seeing one steps of footprints, God is carrying you through those situations, as hard as they may be. And I mean, oh my God, if tears could bring back the people that we have lost, my God, everybody would be back. Everybody would be back. If tears could bring back our loved ones that have crossed on over to be home. So I love y'all. And I will continue to give my flowers and do everything as much as I can. Okay. I want to thank everyone for tuning in with me tonight, and everyone that commented and jumped in on the conversation. I definitely have to thank my very, very special guest, Charlotte Marshall. I told you all, she is one of my newest business sisters, and we want to support her and the Learning with Carter initiative to really bridge the gap of education for children that need it the most. So make sure that this Saturday that you all come out from 12 to 3, if you're in the Chicagoland area, to Stony Island Plaza. As you all know, it's right off Stony. Make sure that you all come out from 12 to 3 and bring the babies out. She has 200 book bags, and you have to go ahead and register. register for those. But please make sure that you all, go and support her, and that you go and follow her to, especially if you are a cheerful giver like me, and you want to find other places that need the resources and what it is that you have to offer. Please make sure that you reach out to her. Like I told her for sure. I said, look, girl, come on here and put out that call to action. If you got extra school supplies, pens, pencils, book bags, whatever it is, and you are at a place where you can donate, even if you can't get it here by this Saturday, anything helps. Okay. So make sure that you all get in tune with her. Make sure that you are shopping Lavish Looks by MzMetchi at MzMetchi.com/shop. Now, you all, I have to be honest, there's going to be things going on as far as with making sure that we send my Uncle Jeff home in the best way possible. So I will let you guys know about next week. I still have to see. I still have to sort it out, because as you all know, over here, family comes first. So with that being said, until next time, be safe, be well. Okay. As Melania Trump said, be best. And have a wonderful weekend. I'm sure that I'll see you all out this weekend at the second annual Back to School Bash, and at the Fluent Radio third annual Car Bash. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Auntie Tracy said that's why you only see one set of footprints. You already know. That's why you only see one set, okay? Because you're being carried at all times through it all. But I love y'all, and continue to keep having a great rest of your week. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.